Hello! Today I'm going to be trying out the new acrylic markers from Arrtx. The first thing I noticed about these markers was that I really like the packaging. Like the colors are so cute, and I like the pattern on the markers. The colors made me think of my OC Posy. Those are actually like all her favorite colors, so I just like it a little more because of that. Also, you can get 5% off on the Arrtx website with the code DEAL5, all uppercase. I really like that on the markers, there's like a little part on the side where you're able to see through it and you can kind of see how much ink is left. I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. These markers also come with 3 different tips, so you're able to switch them out. There's like, I think there's like a rounder one, and then there's a brush tip, and then a bigger one. I probably should look at what they're called. I think I actually forget to use the third one, the like biggest one. So I don't know, I need to think if there's something I should do about that. So some more things about the markers. So there's 72 markers in one set. The price is $61.99. Strong coverage and durable tips with 50% more ink resistant to drying out. We'll see. 3 interchangeable tips for detailed work and broad coloring. Versatile use, suitable for various materials, quick drying for daily drawing and DIY crafts. And rich colors, 72 color set with bright, high saturation hues, easy to shake. I was gonna try and figure out a way to paraphrase all of that, but I couldn't come up with anything, so I just read it straight off of the PDF they sent me. So first I decided to paint on a little wooden coaster thingy. I'm painting some oranges. See, this is when I think it would have came in handy if I would have switched out the nib to the thicker one, because it was a little hard to fill in the like bigger area, even though it's not that big. It's just because it's a bullet nib and not is that what you call it? You would call that a bullet nib. Yeah. Yeah, and so it was like just like a little, like it's too thick for little details, but then it's like still too fine for like filling in big areas. So yeah, I should have switched it out there. I think I remember thinking about it, but then I was like, oh no, I'll do that on the next one, the next thing I do. But then I ended up forgetting there are 3 tips. So yeah, I just kind of filled in the oranges with yellow and then started shading it with a light orange. There's not much to say about that process, but I thought they were working really nice. They didn't feel like dry or anything, and I didn't think they were too watery. There was when I would put down, I think it's when I put down the darker orange, it looked like the lighter orange I had just put down, so I was kind of really confused at first. I was like, it's like, oh, did I not like shake this enough? Is like the ink and stuff like all like separating? Would you call that ink? Wouldn't that just be paint? I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, it just needed to dry. So like that's what I was noticing with all the other markers. The darker ones would start out lighter, and then you just needed to wait for it to dry, and then it would dry the right color. They were also very opaque. I mean, at least to me. I haven't used very many paint markers before. But because the other ones that I have are brush markers, and something I noticed is that with the brush ones, I feel like they're a little harder to layer if you like want to layer like different colors on top of each other, if they're like light ones or something. because I do switch out to the brush tip eventually, and I did notice that it was just like a little more transparent, and so yeah, I think that might have to actually do with the tips. Okay, and then I got this plate from the Dollar Tree, and I don't know, I remember seeing it and I thought that would be fun to paint, so I went and got it. But yeah, I just did something really simple. I don't know what you'd call this pattern. Is it like gingham, I think? Not sure. Because plaid is more complicated. I think it's just gingham. But yeah, I just drew like a little plaid pattern, and then I put some little apples on top. I did it because I was thinking, I was like, oh, this could kind of be like my character, because her favorite food is apples, and her favorite color is yellow. But now, like, I look at it and I just see Applejack, but then I also see like Fantastic Mr. Fox. So I feel like it doesn't make me think of my character that much. Now we're finally switching out one of the nibs. I only did it with one of the markers because I was really, really nervous, but it really wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. So I switched out to one of the brush nibs, and again, I forgot about the third one. I need to try that one. So yeah, I just followed the instructions, and I almost tipped over the pen, which was scary because the ink could have all came pouring out. But yeah, and the thing was, I think you had to keep the tip that you took out. You have to keep it moist. So I have it in like a little container of water. It's like a little tiny one. I noticed that shaking it was a lot more effective than pumping it to get the ink all saturated into the tip. So I just pumped it a little bit, and then I would like shake it a lot longer, and then maybe pump it a little bit more if it needed it, and then shake it more. And then I started sketching. So yeah, I just decided to go right in with the marker, because I had actually attempted a different drawing before this, and it didn't turn out, but I think it was because, like, again, I was kind of really nervous to be using them for the first time, so I made the colors really flat, because I would just be like, it's like, oh, this color's red, let's shade it with a darker red, sort of thing, when really I think my art always looks so much better when I, like, mix up the colors for, like, shading and stuff. But yeah, please bear with me, because this face looks really bad for most of the process. I feel like I kind of made her look like a man, and I don't know, that's not really what I wanted. It's also, like, it's so dumb, because it's when I try to draw a dude, I can never make it look like a dude. It, like, they always look super duper feminine. And then here I am trying to draw a girl, and then like I feel like I made her eye like so masculine. I don't know. I mean, like, that's not bad, but like it's not what I was going for. I mean, we're all the same species, so of course like we're gonna look alike. Despite the face being a huge struggle, I was actually having a lot of fun with this. I should have tried blending a little bit more, like with just the markers themselves, but I was too scared to because I didn't want to get the nibs dirty. So I would use my finger to kind of like smudge it around and like blend it while it was still wet, and it works really well. So that's one technique, one way to do it. But I think I should have tried like blending it more with like just the markers. It's like I can clean them off. Like I have paper towels. I can clean them off. It shouldn't like ruin them permanently if it gets like a little bit of a different color on it. I honestly think I had the hardest time with the hair because I didn't really figure it out too much in the sketch. I feel like I should have tried to like draw like more of the strands in so I can like use those as guidelines. But when I was doing the sketch, I was just trying to get it down like really quickly, so I just like kind of did the shape. But then yeah, I just wasn't too sure how to like fill it all in. And so I kind of have a hard time with that, and I think that's probably my least favorite part of this drawing. At this point, I think the face looks a lot better. I still think it looks a little wonky, but it's definitely better than it was at the beginning, and like, you know, that's enough for me. And here is all the art that I made with these markers. It was really fun, and I would really recommend these markers. I really like the color selection, and actually after you get over like kind of like the nervousness and stuff of removing and like switching out like the tips, it's actually not that hard, and it's a pretty like easy and like convenient thing to do. Like, it's nice to be able to switch them out, and I don't think I'm too scared about that anymore, so I probably going to be using that a lot. Also, Arrtx wanted me to remind you guys that Prime Day is on the 8th to 11th this month, and so there's going to be a 15 to 20% discount, so yeah, I don't know, maybe go check out some of their products, maybe you'll find something you like. maybe these markers. I don't know. I would recommend them. I think you should get them, maybe. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Arrtx for sending me these markers. They were a lot of fun to work with, and I'll definitely be using them a lot more in the future.